Hello beautifuls, and welcome to Light Language with Louise for the upcoming new moon in Virgo on the 17th of September. And we're also on the 22nd, we have the equinox. Spring here for me in Australia. It might be going into autumn for you. So what can we expect? Well, Virgo is very much about our work, it's about healing, it's about the earth and our bodies, it's about the digestive system as well, and how we process life, and it's about taking small steps and discerning steps towards our bigger goals and what feels really true and right for us in our expression in the world, our work, our purpose, our mission. So we also have some Saturn energy that's supporting us with manifestation. And this Virgo new moon also is one of 3 supermoons building up to the eclipse in December. So there's really an energy of grounding the new, building those foundations for a new way of doing things in our lives, in the world, and personally. So you might want to reflect at this time, looking at where you've been over the last few months and what you're really ready to bring forward and plant the new seeds of, and start building those foundations over these next few months. I've certainly been noticing that with myself. There was a lot of birthing energy in August, and now I'm, grounding and birthing and sharing these new creations, new programs, things like that. So I've been feeling that energy, and so I really invite you at this time to really tune in and feel like, what are the next steps for you, these small steps that are going to help you to plant these seeds for your service and for your path moving forward, and allowing yourself to have that really expansive vision, the feeling into that future and feeling into that for all of us, a timeline of harmony, of equality, of where we're all creating and co-creating from a really empowered and loving place. So, what can that be for you? Let yourself feel into that future for yourself that feels really aligned with your heart, and then let yourself come back to the details. Just as with eating food and nutrition, it's the small daily action steps that we take that actually build that long-term health and well-being and vitality. And so it is for all of our creations and what wants to come through you. Like, what is that next small step for me? Let me really feel into that. Mars is retrograde at this time, so Mars has that kind of dynamic, assertive energy, that kind of warrior energy, and so that's retrograde right now. So it can be a time to really just spend a little bit more time perhaps strategizing and breaking that down into, okay, what would be the next small step, rather than a big burst of energy and action forward. So lots of beautiful energies to support us. And also that equinox energy, always that time of balance and finding that balance. And here I feel that balance is also between the mind and the heart. So don't let your mind kind of take you down those rabbit holes of worry, particularly about what's going on in the world, right? We need to bring that energy back, drop back into our hearts, get back into that expanded vision, right? That's what kind of keeps you moving in the day-to-day, is that larger vision that you're growing into, that you're expanding into, that is really the truth of yourself, right? In that expanded sense of yourself and what you're here to bring through. So I'd like to bring through some light language now to support us at this time. So just asking for a transmission to really help us to notice those details, to be able to support ourselves, to make the choices that are really aligned to us. And Virgo has this really discerning energy. It's got that eye for detail. Don't want to get too caught up in that. Don't want to get caught up in perfectionism. So really asking that we just have that vision and that perception and that discernment to know what's right for us, to know when we take that next step, to stay in our hearts and that sense of our soul purpose, our soul path, which for me is very much about just simply being in the joy of being you. And Virgo has that virgin energy too, which for me is about that innate innocence, that natural innocence that we're all born with, that's very very grounded and very pure. So that is always in you. Like when you come back to your heart, you know where that sense of yourself is, that pure, untouched, innocent part of yourself, free of all the conditioning that you may have been exposed to in your life. So really asking for a transmission to support us to stay in that beautiful place of innocence, of creation, of being willing to take those small, discerned, aligned steps that support us. And so as always with the light language, you haven't received it before. It's simply a healing frequency that comes through from the higher dimensions to support you. It's received by your higher self and helps to activate and empower you to support the creation of your intention. So new moon, really holding an intention in your heart now and allowing the light language to support that. So taking a deep breath and feeling that beautiful earth beneath you. Breathing in that support and love of Gaia at this time. And this is the beautiful playground where we get to experience life in our bodies, in the beautiful natural world. And drawing that energy in and just opening up and receiving from your teams of light, your higher self, allowing yourself to receive what's in the highest for you now to really support you at this Virgo new moon. So simply opening and receiving. Nura sari mata quale che t'avrà sapore amare le date ut arenasat. Chiaro la manassa oriuti ibar at ora cas amore ap it. Raena moroso danni chiaro kotar pato itsi erket im. Raasot ibor am ola katarima sor ilele il mur al ar it i. Rasud aisha broka moa et it's abrokot a. Sa arkot ai la sore ma sabrokot imasho da ia tarde. Raasok ar imashor ap aro. Os it ar it im. Ra no kotomara asari I raona am. Taking a deep breath and exhaling. And so what was coming through there was the word refinement, which is such a beautiful word, I think. So this coming in for us at many levels. So refining your intentions, refining your body, right? Refining your health, refining your daily actions. Where can you make these little adjustments, right? Which are going to have a really powerful ongoing effect, really feeling that energy for that, right? This is your opportunity over these next 3 months particularly. What are the little details? Where can you make these little adjustments really that feel really aligned for you? So having that discernment, looking, what needs a little adjustment here? What details can be tweaked here? What can I do? Small steps every day to start building towards this new future, this new vision, this new version of myself, which is more authentic, more empowered, more expressed, right? And how is that going to be of service to the greater good? Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I am always offering these videos at new moon and full moon, so twice a month. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already to be alerted of when I share the next video. There's also other ways to connect with me. All the details are below, and I look forward to connecting with you again in a couple of weeks. Have a beautiful new moon in Virgo. Namaste.